What is up, guys? Today we're going to be covering three players that are having disappointing starts to their season. And I will be starting with Marcus Smart, who has been just traded to the Grizzlies and has been looking like a big mistake on the Grizzlies' end, as he has been extremely inefficient. He has turned the ball over a lot. He has averaged 3.7 turnovers, I believe it was, 3.4 turnovers on only 5 assists. He's still solid defensively, taking 2 steals per game. But if you compare it to someone like Tyus Jones, who they traded away and got him, he's arguably worse. He's only 43 from and 30 splits, which is not good. He's he's barely contributing winning as he has a .005 win share per 48. He's just not looking like a particularly good player. He's turning the ball over way too much. Defensively, he's not. He's good defensively, but offensively, he's just like an embarrassment on the court. He's just not good enough for him to be like this. He's taking the most shots of his career, basically, besides one year in Boston. He is receiving 30 minutes of play, and he's just like not looking good. He definitely has a chance to bounce back. I think he's better as like not a role where he's supposed to be scoring so much. He's taking so many shots, right? Um, Compared to him, like when Jaw's back, I think that'll work much better for him. But right now, he's just looking really not great. Next up is Josh Green, someone who everyone expected to break out on the Dallas Mavericks this year. And it's no secret the Dallas Mavericks have been a good team this year, but it's not because of Josh Green. He's barely managed to scrape his way into a solid start to the season, but has been worse than his last year in the league, and it's barely better than his career averages, as he has managed to put up 6.7 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.4 assists on 41% from the field and 34 from deep, which is really not good. Um, we expected that breakout year from him, and we're just not getting it. It's really sad to see. I want him to succeed, obviously, but he just hasn't been able to. There's just so many players that are taking away from this guy's excellence, and there's just so many good things on the Mavericks, and he's just not one of them. I'm sorry to say this, but he's just not one of the players that is on this Dallas Mavericks team running it for the future. I really thought this team should be like taking it slow because trying to develop their young guys, but they're just good right now, and Josh Green's not a part of it. Next up is Patrick Williams, who was the fourth pick of the 2020 draft and was expected to have a bright future. But so far this season, he has fell in completely and utterly flat, averaging 5.8 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 1.2 assists on 33-26 shooting. And he hasn't really had any good games. He's solid defensively, as he has been able to average 1 block and 1 steal a game. But he's done that throughout last year too. And this year he's getting less minutes, turning the ball over around the same amount, and he's scoring half as much as he did last year. He's only started 6 games for them. He's played all 15 of the Bulls games, and he just hasn't been good. Per 36 minutes, he's only averaging 9.5 points and is turning over the ball 2 times a game. He's just looked absolutely atrocious and is having one of the worst seasons of his career, probably the worst. This is the first season of his career where he has negative win shares. He also has the lowest BPM of his career, and his usage rate is actually the second highest of his career, very close to last year, and he's still producing at such a bad level. I really hope the guy can bring it back up, but considering he has 44% true shooting, he's played 15 games. The sample size isn't that small. It's just he's been playing not good. But I still think he has a chance to be an upside good defender as a young guy, but I think the Bulls shouldn't trade him now, right? Wait until he has a better stretch of games. Trade well high. Keep him while he's low, right? Can't really get assets from him, so the Bulls are just in a really big pickle. A lot of their dudes are underperforming, so that just will affect them in the long run. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to be dropping another top 10 rookies list very soon, so keep your guys' eyes out for that. Subscribe, pretty please.